How we brought lawyers from overseas for Igboho other agitators and paid 95% of legal fees, Yoruba secessionist group. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel if you have not. Do listen to the end. The umbrella body for Yoruba self-determination groups, Igboho'S, has revealed its efforts towards securing the release of Yoruba freedom fighter Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho. The group disclosed that all hands are on deck to ensure Igboho is released and able to get medical care. This was made known by the General Secretary of the group, George Akinola, during an interview with BBC Yoruba. Akinola said even though Igboho'S does not have a team of medical professionals, the struggle is to prevail upon the Beninese government to release Igboho from prison. He said for the Nigerian government not to regret this issue and for the Benin government to have regrets over a matter that does not directly affect it, Sunday Igboho should be allowed to go on peacefully. Truly, the Igboho'S is not a team of medical professionals, but what we are doing is to simply call for Sunday Igboho's release because we are not known for fighting and we are not violent. What we are telling the government is that Igboho is someone fighting for the independence of the Yoruba land in accordance with the law, thus he should be set free and be at peace. He noted that members of Igboho'S frequently pay visits to Igboho in the Beninese prison where he has been held since his arrest in July. Reacting to allegation that the group has turned its back on Igboho since their arrest and taken to prison, the General Secretary said that was not the case. According to him, since Igboho joined the group, the Igboho'S has not relented in ensuring his safety. He said, "We were well brought up by individuals. We are not bastards. Since Igboho had been detained, we have shown our support for him and all people arrested in Lagos during the Yoruba Nation rally on July 3rd. We fought for all of them." He further said the group had been footing a substantial part of the legal fees for Igboho's court case, another Yoruba Nation activist that has been illegally arrested by Nigerian forces. He said, "We are fighting for all our children. We sought the services of countless lawyers in Nigeria and in the Republic of Benin to ensure the secure release, the release of Sunday Igboho. Igboho'S contributed about 95% of the fees in the struggle for the freedom of prisoners. We still see Igboho at all times. Our lawyers from France and around the world are working every day to make sure Igboho and other prisoners are released." He added this struggle is not for Sunday Igboho. It is not a struggle for Banji Akintoye. It is a struggle for all of us. What we want is to leave Nigeria. We do not want any restructuring. We just want to be independent. Calls for the release of Igboho has been on the increase since following rumors that some of the activists' internal organs may have failed. Igboho's lawyer Yomi Aliyu pleaded with the government of Benin Republic to immediately release the activists for urgent medical attention overseas. In an interview with BBC Yoruba, Aliyu said that the Beninese government should allow the activities to seek medical treatment because of his ill health. Aliyu described Igboho's ailment as serious, adding that he needs both prayers and medical care. Aliyu said that the sickness started while Igboho was trying to escape an invasion of his house by operative of the Department of State Services DSS. Olayomi Koiki, Igboho's spokesperson, has said his principal was in urgent need of medical attention. Igboho was arrested alongside his wife in Cotonou, Benin Republic, by security operatives at a West African country on July 19th after fleeing Nigeria to evade arrest by Nigeria's secret police. The DSS has declared Igboho wanted after its operative carried out a bloody raid on his residence in the Soka area of Ibadan, Oyo State, killing 2 people and arresting 12 aides, but Igboho escaped. DSS Public Relations Officer Peter Afunaya had advised Igboho to turn himself in. However, Igboho's wife has since been released from police custody, while Igboho remains in detention in the West African country. This is actually not right in any way. It is not right. Truly, it is not right. Arresting people that are peaceful protesters, arresting people that are not doing anything that is against the law, It is written in the constitution, in Nigerian constitution, apart from the fact that we run or we practice a democratic system of government. It is written in the constitution that every human has rights, has fundamental human rights. The right to protest, the right for rallying, the right for gathering. All these things are there in the law. Now, if Nigeria is a country where there is no law, or the law is only active on pen or paper and ink, then what about the democracy we practice? This is the democracy. In democracy, there is freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom, fundamental human rights. And it is against democracy that if human rights should be infringed upon. How can you keep somebody? And apart from keeping him, they said he sustained an injury, and that injury has made his health now is affecting his health. Apart from the part that he sustained any injury, is entirely wrong. It is totally wrong what the government is doing. You are not giving these agitators a listening ear. You are not calling for dialogue. Instead, you are using force. This is not a dictatorship kind of government, for crying out loud. What is really going on? It is so unfair. Things are being put into law, exist only on paper and ink. Apart from the fact that it is in the law. Now, if in Nigeria there is no supremacy or rule of law, we practice a democratic system of government. Has it been affected also? Somebody should wake the electorates up and let us answer or ask this government if they have suddenly taken us to a dictatorship practice of government, and we have no clue about it. How can you keep somebody against their will? You're not even trying him. You're not keeping him tried. You're just putting him in prison for a crime he has not even been convicted about. He has not even been tried or convicted. Not that this particular persons, I'm speaking on behalf of the Yoruba nation and the Biafra nation now. These people have done nothing wrong. They have done nothing wrong. You have refused to call for dialogue. And even the dialogue you called for the Biafra nation, when Nnamdi Kanu and the federal government was having, all of a sudden, the dialogue was cut short and his house was invaded. Just like that. And you tell me we'll practice a democratic system of government in Nigeria. What is really going on? What is going on? These people should be left to live their lives freely. You do not like the agitations, then you call for a dialogue. You call for a dialogue rather than keeping them detained. What is their crime? During elections now, we see a lot of people running around. Is that not also a gathering? Will the law also take its course against those people? No. What is really going on? What is going on? This is not right in every manner, and it is so wrong. Take us to the time where these things don't happen. Take us to the time we want to go there as Nigerians. The electors want to go to that time where we have freedom of speech and movement. It is so sad. The electorate now, this should be like an eye-opener. Next time you elect or put somebody into government, you don't base it on sentiment, you don't base it on tribalism, you don't